Okay. Good morning. Good morning, all. Today, let's start manufacturing. Oracle, Fusion, Cloud, manufacturing. Right? Manufacturing is nothing but assembling finished good, right? But we use some raw material, components, ingredients, space, and also we can utilize resources. Resource can be human resource, machines, equipment, and also will follow different steps, different levels, different operations. So finally, we'll find a finished good. So that is what manufacturing. So, but this manufacturing is two types of manufacturing. Generally, we implement or organizations follow. What are those two types of um, discrete manufacturing
Process manufacturing.
and process manufacturing? Again, what is the difference between these two? Um, First, I'll tell you examples. Then automatically you will understand somewhat difference between these two, discrete manufacturing and process manufacturing. So discrete manufacturing examples, laptop assembling, mobile assembling, bike assembling, car assembling. Just four examples I told you. And coming to process manufacturing, pharma industries, food processing organizations, chemical industries, um, some sugar manufacturing, healthcare products manufacturing, all comes under process manufacturing. So those are examples, but still, how we can define discrete manufacturing after assembling any finished good product. So you will be able to dismantle that. So suppose laptop I assembled different spares, different components. I used and assembled like monitor, keyboard, processor, hard disk, um, some camera assembling. Like that, I used different spares I assembled. Again, I can dismantle, right? That's possible. As it is, I can dismantle. I can separate spares. So that is what discrete manufacturing. But coming to process manufacturing, you will use ingredients. Some slightly terminology also will be different. Discrete manufacturing and process manufacturing. Here, in the process manufacturing, I can use some ingredients and I'll prepare recipes, formula. So based on that, um, I will complete or produce a finished product. Say suppose some medicine or any healthcare shampoo, you take the example. So we use different ingredients. Then finally, I'll find final product as shampoo liquid. So that can I again separate all ingredients? No, I cannot separate it, right? So why you take some simple example, making coffee or tea. So now I made some cup of coffee, used ingredients, sugar, milk, and coffee powder. Three ingredients I used. So I made it 1 cup of coffee. Now can I again separate all these ingredients? I want to separate sugar, milk, and coffee powder. It is not possible. Right? So this is comes under process manufacturing. Also, um, to produce one bike, so I'll use some standard components. So now it is 120 kgs bike weight example based on customer interest. So I will add some additional fittings, additional accessories. So automatically that weight will be weight and volume will be increased, right? But coming to process manufacturing, every time it will not happen. Say, in food, I use some ingredients. Uh, then I'll use some essence for flavor. Just I can see smell, uh, but it will not increase any weight and volume, right? So in process manufacturing, we may use some different ingredients, but it won't give any um, volume or weight for final good. Also, after assembling product in discrete manufacturing, again we can able to find, okay, this product is this component here it is assembled, this component here it is assembled. But in process manufacturing, so added salt in food, will you find where the salt is available? We cannot. So these are some differences just to understand what is the discrete manufacturing and process manufacturing. Now here in our discussion, we'll have a more about discrete manufacturing only. So process manufacturing, we'll discuss one cycle end to end, but more scenarios we'll discuss in discrete manufacturing. But one thing is here, if you are thoroughly prepared in discrete manufacturing, yes, automatically you will yourself can what understand and do the preparation testing in process manufacturing. Separately, again, training is not required for that. You can do yourself. But you must have completed your thorough preparation in discrete manufacturing. But in real world, some terminology will be slightly different. As I told you, here in discrete manufacturing, we can say it is bill, not in application I'm talking, in organizations, bill or bills of material, what routings and operations. But coming to process manufacturing, ingredients, recipe, formula, like that. Maybe come common words, byproduct, scrap, waste material. That are all common, very common. Okay. So here in understanding or start configuration and testing, prior to that, you need to understand item structure. Item structure. And And work definition. Work definition. And another one is you should understand work execution. All right, work execution. Item structure, work definition, work execution. What is the item structure? Item structure here, this setup is common for both process manufacturing and discrete manufacturing. In application, I'm talking. So this setup is common for both item structure. Item structure, nothing but to produce parent item, will list child item, or we can say it depends on see those are list of components, list of ingredients to produce finished good. So that is what item structure. Simple, right? Definition is what is the item structure. So it's a list of the components or ingredients to produce finished good. It is called item structure. Can we maintain multiple levels in item structure? Yes. So this is the only one level, right? Okay. So sometimes I can maintain multiple levels. Top level, I can maintain under that under top level I can maintain model items, under model items optional items, under that standard components, like that. Under model I can maintain multiple models. Under optional class I can maintain multiple option classes. But finally, at last level, you will find standard components. Those only physically stockable item, touchable items. Right? So we can maintain, yes, obviously multiple levels. What are the types of item structure? Yes, that is also another question. Like planning, what is it? Product model, planning, sorry, product family, yeah, for product family, planning, model, optional, standard. So these are 5 types of item structures. Okay. What is the work definition? So by using this a list of components, ingredients, I will produce finished good, yes. But how? So here in the work definition, I will list sequence of the operations. 10th operation, 20th operation, 30th only 3 operations, and 10th operation is assembling operation. 20th operation is QC, quality check. 30th operation is packing. So Here in 10th operation, I'll use all these ingredients, components to assemble finished good. So here already finished good assembled, but it's not a final finished good, it's a semi-finished good. So this, how much quantity, whatever quantity you planned, suppose 5 quantity assembled. This 5 quantity, I'll move 10th to 20. That means assembling operation to quality check operation. Then here, I'll complete quality activity. After quality activity, again that 5 quantity, I'll move to packing. Here packing will be completed. Now I'll consider this quantity as finished good, final assembly. Why? Because it's in last operation in sequence of operations, list of operations. So to assemble this 5 quantity in every operation, see here in 10th operation only I'll use all components in grade. Sometimes in 10th operation I'll use some components. In 20th operation I'll use some components. 30th operation I'll use some components. 40th operation that can be quality check, like that. You no need to assemble assemble all components in the same operation. But here, these components, first we need to supply, right? Those components we need to supply to 10th operation. From where I am supplying those components? From inventory. From inventory only I'll maintain the stock, right? Always. So this stock, based on work order quantity, I will supply to manufacturing, I'll supply to operation, that particular operation. So also here after supplying, we need to assemble. Who will assemble? Yes, sometimes human resource I may utilize it. Equipments also I will use. So those are what? Resources. Resources are two types. One is person, another one is machine. Based on requirement, I may use sometimes both type of resources in the same operation. Different resources I'll use in different resources, different operations. So finally, we assembled. So this 5 quantity again, I will transfer to where? Inventory only. This 5 finished good quantity, I'll move to inventory. So components, I'll supply from inventory to manufacturing. After assembling finished good, that finished good finally I will supply to, or I will transfer to inventory only. Now what will happen? Your stock update, stock availability, those component stock will be reduced. Finished good stock will be increased. Simple, right? Understanding what is the how it is going to be in a real platform or in application, how you will perform activities. So yeah, see then what is the work execution? Now just now we discussed, right? After in work definition, I will list list of the operations, and also I will specify in each operation resource, what type of resource, how many resource will work, and each operation, what are the components required. So those I'll maintain in work definition, configuration. So then based on this work definition, I will execute what? Operation activity, manufacturing process. So first what operations should follow, what are the resources need to be utilized, what are the components need to supply and assemble. So that will perform in work execution. Is my voice breaking? Is my voice audible? Is
Yes.
proper?
Sure.
Cancel me. I think problem from your side. You just check and your internet and relog it. Okay. Okay. So now let's see in application what are the how we can start initial configuration. CM_NPL. Mm. Mm, I think instance is refreshed. Just wait. Yeah. I'll check.